Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
Hello there and welcome. Welcome, Gary.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Yes, we've got a very interesting question today.
All right.
It came to us from a viewer, and I'm going to kind of frame it up for you. So basically, this person had a son, was a passenger in a vehicle, hit a motorcycle, and the driver, there was some lying going on between there were three boys actually, and the one was a passenger. There was some lying going on to the police, but the third child, this is the child of the person that asked us this question, wants to know, is there any responsibility on their part? Should they get a lawyer? Should they be concerned about what's going on?
Well, okay. There's a lot in that.
A lot in there, yeah.
So two questions really. One is civil liability. Is the child, the passenger child, not the driver, responsible for the injuries, right? That's the question, I guess.
Yeah.
So I would say probably not, unless there was some activity going on in the car that contributed to it. You know, I've had cases in the past where their horseplay in the car, there's people pushing and shoving, and as a result something happens. You know, then I think it's arguable that the other person has some responsibility. How that will be covered by insurance, I'm not sure, but you have to turn it in on your insurance and see what they say. If no claims made, I guess you don't worry about it. But generally, the answer would be no. The driver of the car is responsible for the damage that was done, Maureen. So I would say not. Criminally, there's another issue. Did you lie to the police? Well, that's a different deal. I mean, that's not going to have anything to do with who got hurt or how badly, but it will have something to do with some obligations to the law. We still have laws in this country where you don't lie. And so there may be problems there. So I would look for charges there. You might want to talk to a lawyer about that on the criminal side.
Yeah.
You know, so those are complicated issues. It happens really more than when you think. You know, there are a lot of times what I see happen, people have a wreck and then run.
Oh.
Everybody runs. All the kids get out, maybe they're not all kids, but you know, they leave the scene. So who's responsible then? Well, the owner of the car is going to be responsible at some level. And if there's no uninsured motorist coverage, you can't sue John Doe, then the car may have responsibility still for, even if we can't determine who the driver was. You know, it's funny how these things happen, and then all of a sudden the car is reported as stolen.
Oh.
You know,
that
so
happens too.
I'm a skeptic of that. But but having said that, there are stolen cars that take place, and these wrecks take place a lot. So, but there's still coverage available sometimes. If you're hit in that situation, call a lawyer.
Yeah, very good, very good. Thank you so very much for that answer, Gary. We'll see you on the very next Legal Break.